So whenever we start AutoCAD and when you go to new, then we have two choices here. First, we'll decide the dimension. The dimension is either imperial or it is metric. This is most important thing and which is generally forgotten by an engineer. They design something, but they don't know in what unit they are working. So imperial means you are working in inches and metric means you are working in millimeter. AutoCAD can work in only two units, cannot work in third unit. Either it is mm or either it is in inch. If you want to work in feet, then you have to give 12 inch. If you want to work in kilometer, then you have to multiply respectively in meter and kilometer. But it will, fundamental unit will be always and inches. This you should keep in your mind. I am starting with say imperial. So my basic unit is inch. For example, if I draw a line, say I am drawing here a line with 1 unit. So 1 means what? It will be 1 inch. The length of this line, if we print this with 1:1 scale, then these lines will be exactly 1 inch. Okay. Now let us design a product which is surrounding to us. અહીંયા જ આપણે બેઠા છીએ ને એની જ કંઈક પ્રોડક્ટ આપણે બનાવીએ. So what I have selected, why not to design this seminar hall? Let us start. See, then maybe you will think that, sir, we are basically mechanical engineer. Then why we are going something with architectural or civil engineering aspect? See, when you are out in market, then you don't consider yourself or you don't make restricted to any domain. કે હું મિકેનિકલ એન્જિનિયર જ છું, હું આનું કામ ના કરી શકું, એવું નહીં વિચારવાનું. આપણે એન્જિનિયરો છીએ આટલું ધ્યાન રાખવાનું. પછી કોઈ પણ એરિયાનું કામ આવે આપણે કરી શકવા સક્ષમ હોવા જોઈએ. Maybe not initially, but with some knowledge you can do it. And the other person is already knowing he is mechanical engineer and can do this thing on. ઘણી બધી વખત શું થાય કે આપણી શરૂઆત નાથી થાય. And the bosses are not used to hear this term. આપણો બોસ હોય ને એને તમે ના કહો ને એટલે એને ગમે નહીં. તમે હાવ સાચા હોય, હાવ ખોનાના હોય ને તો ના તો પાડવાની. And you should start this thing with your teachers. Whenever teacher assigns something to you, don't say no. તમારી પાસે સરસ લોજિક છે, તમે પર્સનલી મળવા જાઓ અને એને સમજાવો કે સાહેબ આમ કરીએ છીએ એની બદલે આમ કરીએ તો, કે સાહેબ આપણે અહીંયા 50 20 50 100 પાનાની ટર્મવર્કની ફાઇલ બનાવીએ છીએ એની બદલે સાહેબ તમે અસાઇનમેન્ટ આપો તો. And the teacher will accept your suggestion. But if you will say અમે કઈ નવરા થોડા છીએ, આમ કઈ ઢોળો કરવાનો છે, આવું બધું કરવાનું છે, they will not like. See, same is thing for your boss. Okay, so we are going to design this seminar hall. We'll keep with us common sense. What is input? I told no, knowledge will be required. So what knowledge will need? A common sense that will observe. So how we'll start? What will be the first step to design this seminar hall? See, either you have two conditions. Either the dimension will be decided by you or you will accept the dimensions. Suppose the building is not existing and this task is given to you, then what we will do? We have a choice to decide the dimensions, but here we don't have a choice. We are given this dimension. So let us assume what should be the width of this. કેટલી હશે ચાલો? As you can see, I told you, no, common sense will be required. 25 feet. See, can you count number of tiles here? Like after tiles is generally 1 feet. So number of tiles will exactly give us number of feet. Okay, so we'll keep that thing. We have rectangle command here. So we'll start. And there is an option dimension 26. So I want to give 26. If I press 26 and enter, what will happen? It will be 26 inch. But what I want? Feet. So I am giving this symbol for feet. But AutoCAD will not accept. Why? Because we need to switch over to the units. So we'll go in units command and we'll switch over decimal units to engineering units. Now you will understand. Say okay. Again same command, rectangle. See, I am using shortcuts. REC will activate rectangle command. And there is an option dimension. So the width is 26 feet. Now it will accept this dash, no? Apostrophe will accept. 26. What will be the length? It is almost rectangular square. So let us have 26 by 26. So this is the actual size. Now let us show the door with this. So ત્યાંથી આપણે let us have 2 feet distance. So I will make offset of 2. So 2 is inch, no? Again I will escape this 2 feet and will offset. This is door starting. What can be the width of this? 4.5 or say 5 feet. So again offset with 5 feet. And let us trim this line, and now you can delete this. This is just an entry. This line sketch only. What we do here, we'll produce a concept, and then slowly this concept will be converted to final drawing. Okay, so this is my entry. Now what will design? Stage. Now you have choice. Suppose it is initially blank, so you have choice to select your stage here, or maybe here, or here, or here. So what you will suggest? See, your entry is here. You cannot change entry. So it would be suitable if you put your stage somewhat here, because the people will not be disturbed. Okay, but if we don't have that choice, and if we go with the existing situation, what is here, prevailing condition, let us set stage here. What is the dimension for stage? Can you count? 10 feet? 10 by 15? No. It will be somewhat 5 or 6 feet will be there randomly. Now again, either you can make center of this width, or you can have, see, center of this and center of whole line is different. If I copy those two things, see, either this or this. See, you understand? This stage is center of this wall, considering this door. So you have two choice. You select. કેવી રીતે કરવું છે? See, this is not center of whole hole. So what will be preferable? We'll make it very near to the door, somewhat here. May not be center, but it would be convenient to come here, which is the case here. Immediately the staircases will be there. So this is a space for staircase. Even we can go with that. Let us have an offset of generally 6 inches. We'll trim remaining lines, and let us decide the width randomly, and we'll trim unnecessary lines. So shortcuts are best to use AutoCAD. Now we can move this to extreme level, say maximum possible. Okay, now what we'll do? Let us decide with the chairs. Okay, if we consider top view, or we'll consider a rectangular space, what can be the size from the top view for a chair? એક માણસ conveniently બેસી શકે તો કેટલી સાઈઝ આપણે રાખીશું? 1.5 let us have 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet. So it is somewhat like this. Let us check this by dimension whether we are on right track or not, because it may accept. So this size is 13, so it is not exactly what we need. Let us switch over to respective dimension. Means we need to change the units. So we'll go in modify, we'll go in primary units. Let us change this again to engineering, and let us make this thing by size to be 3 times larger. So it is not exact, or it has taken randomly. Let us start again. Rectangle command, click somewhere, dimension option. We'll select 1.5 inch, sorry, feet by 1.5 feet. Let us check again. This is 1 feet 6 inch and 1 feet 6 inch. Let us change the font. So again we'll go in dimension settings, and we'll go in text style. Let us change this to Arial. Generally we use Roman simplex, but Arial is visible. To turn all these unnecessary zeros, again we can set this somewhat primary units, and we can have trailing options on. Leading and trailing both will be, let us make it on. At present, let us delete this dimensions. So this is the size of our first chair. Now what distance we will keep between these? 4 feet. Let us have an offset of 4 feet of this stage. So this is 4 feet distance. So we'll move this chair to this level and let us erase this. So this distance is 4 feet. Now if I put this chair to extreme right, what distance I should keep here so that one person can conveniently go there? It depends on you. Manoge, your concept is to accommodate maximum person, then it will be as a cost of convenience. So what convenience you will lose? You have to touch this first chair to the wall and the person cannot enter. You must have to enter from this. But what is the benefit there? You are adding one row throughout the line and that will add more number of persons. So if your concept is that, you can go for it, but it is not convenient. So let us have a convenient distance. You tell me. 1 feet. Let us have 1 feet offset, or first we'll now I will move this thing by 1 feet. Will not be convenient. Let us have 2 feet. So one more. 1.5 will be okay, but let us have spacious thing. So now our first chair is ready. Now you can have the other one exactly like this, or you have other choice to have some gap, or you have the choice to put more convenient. But let us have some kind of concept like maximum accommodation. Little bit as a cost of comfort, little bit. So we can have the other chair exactly like this, or you can add that distance in the primary rectangle. You can have array command, but just I am copying here and copy one by one. Let's see how many can be accommodated here. See, basically it is fun to work with AutoCAD. If you know the commands and all facilities, then you will really enjoy. Let us check what distance at the end we are getting. 1.6 means it will not be symmetric. Symmetric in a sense, here it is larger, here it is smaller. So you can adjust. Let us randomly put this almost at symmetric level. So this will be convenient. Okay, now the other row. This is your first row. Now what distance you will keep in between this एक chair and which bay row chair? 2 feet will be convenient. See, it depends. If you assume that one person should conveniently go to the other side without touching the legs, then it will need more space. But providing more space will be again as a cost of number of persons can use this. So આપણે બહુ comfortable zone માં ના જઈએ. Let us have 1.5 would be convenient. Copy this entire row from here to here, getting, and likewise you can have, again I say you can definitely use array command for the same. Last line cannot be used conveniently, so what you will do, આગળ લઈએ તો અહીંયા gap ઓછો થાય. So will it be means will it be possible, or will it make a major change? આને થોડું લઈ લો, કેટલું લેવું પડે? Let us check. So this distance is 6 feet, sorry 6 inch. અડધું ફૂટ છે, અડધું ફૂટ હું આખે આખું આગળ લઈ લઉં તો કાંઈ એવો બધો હાથી ઘોડો જેવો ફેર પડી જાય ના પડે. So our decision is, let us have everything to move at front side, select whole, and we'll put this to this. So symmetricity will be retained. What is missing? middle passage. So what can be the width of that? એક જઈ શકે ને એક આવી શકે એટલું ડિસ્ટન્સ રાખીએ અને ક્યાં રાખવું એક્ઝેક્ટલી મિડલમાં સ્ટેજના so it will be somewhat અહીંયા middle છે so first you have to delete this line but what is the width of this only 2 feet તો હજી આપણે એક આને ઉડાડી દઈએ but it will not be center in that case see now you have a compromise તમે જો આને સેન્ટરમાં લાવો તો આ this will not be maintained so choice is yours what you need to do you have now two alternatives you select anyone let us keep this as it is another thing at the left side we have 3 plus 3 6 and the right side we have 3 plus 3 plus 1 7 so either you go with this or again you can have a new row to be added and compromise this space and it will be exactly in the middle બરાબર અત્યારે આપણે કંઈ ચેન્જ નથી કરતા so we have some concept here we use our what we can say common sense and we design the things can you count કેટલા જણા બેસી શકે here it is 6 plus 7 એટલે એક per row we have 13 and number of row 1 2 3 4 5 6 13 into 6 78 so 78% can conveniently sit here પછી આપણે પેલું ક્યાંક બારગામ જતા હોય ને જગ્યા ન હોય પેલા ભૂંડા નાખે ને ટેબલ નાખે એવી રીતે તમે conveniently you can add space here you can utilize these spaces as well okay now further we want to design say I want to put number of fans મારે પંખા મૂકવા છે કેટલા પંખા મૂકવા what can be the size of a fan a blade will be somewhat 1.5 feet and let us have 2 feet radius so let us draw a circle with 2 feet radius this is size of a fan હવે 2 ફૂટ નો પંખાની રેડિયસ છે તો એ ક્યાં સુધી પવન ફેંકશે can you assume 2 times than the diameter or 3 times let us have 3 times થોડી ગરીબી રાખીએ આપણે say 3 feet let us scale this copy option 1 and 3 times let me change the color let us give this color to be yellow line shows coverage area and this white shows itself fan now let us start putting this fan somewhat at remote distance અહીંયા હું રાખું તો છેલ્લા વાળા so let us put somewhat one fan should be here and other fan should be somewhat like this very nice likewise you can put the other one if you will put here then not exactly middle so you need to patch this yes now if you compare the existing situation so far the fans are concerned how many number of fans are there present in this hall we have 9 no let us consider the audience only forget about the speaker so we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 9 fans what we design 4 fans so somewhere we are wrong so when we are wrong coverage area we have taken more and likewise you can add the concept બરાબર ગરીબીમાં રહેવું હોય તો 4 પંખા પૂરતા છે but suppose there is no you have a choice to make it convenient so we are not going to invest no so why not to make the things very convenient and likewise we can reduce I am not going to revise the things and likewise you can do similarly can you design number of lights required or how you can design similar way માનો કે પહેલા let us decide kind of light whether it is tube light or whether it will be this kind of light એટલે આ tube light માં શું drawback છે see, to fit on the on this ceiling, it would be little bit difficult. આમાં ક્યાં એને પેચ કરવી, એટલે એને ફરજિયાત રીતે સાઈડમાં લગાડવી પડે, તો વચ્ચે લાઈટ નહીં આવે. So let us decide these ceiling lights. Okay, now again with a similar way, we'll decide the dimension of this light and the coverage, and likewise you can put, and likewise you can exactly come with the situation. Getting or not? Yes, good. Now similarly, can you design, suppose we are enough rich to have ACs with us, no? So can you decide number of AC required? It will be little bit refrigeration question. કેટલા ટનના કેટલા AC જોઈશે? તો you can decide it. It is called human load. આપણા શરીરની ગરમી છે એની ઉપર કંઈક લોડ નથી થાય, and conveniently you can do this. Generally number of square feet is equal to number of ton, roughly. એટલે આના સ્ક્વેર ફીટ કેટલા થાય? If you count that much ton you will need. Okay, but generally we will decide whatever we have done here. અત્યારે આપણે શું કર્યું છે? ACs are at the two sides. So what is the drawback here? The arrangement, અત્યારે આપણે જે AC આપણી પાસે છે, 3 AC આ દિવાલમાં છે, 3 ત્યાં છે, એનો ડ્રોબેક શું છે અને ફાયદો શું છે? હા, આ સાઈડ એની ઇફેક્ટ નથી આવતી. Can you provide ACs there? Do you think that how it is installed? See, I told you, no, common sense will be required. આ જે AC છે એમાં નાખવું હોય તો મારે શું એને આપવું પડે? આ AC છે ને, it is having two unit, indoor unit and outdoor unit. It is coupled, no, it is married always. So it is having other unit somewhere. તમે એક યુનિટ એ લગાડ્યું તો એનું આઉટડોર યુનિટ ક્યાં લગાડવું? એના માટે દિવાલમાં હોલ કરવો પડે. હોલ કરો એટલે ક્યાં જાય પાછળ? હવે લાઇબ્રેરીમાં દોરડા ખેંચાય પછી. So it is not convenient. So you cannot install there. It is somewhat practical limitation what we have. આ તમારે સમજવું જોઈએ, અને it is what I call common sense. આના માટે એજ્યુકેશનની જરૂર છે, ડિપ્લોમાની ડિગ્રીની કે ડિગ્રી એન્જિનિયર is not required. It comes within your brain કે અહીંયા ના નાખી શકે. So we'll have to compromise. કે ભાઈ છેલ્લા લોકો છે એને નહીં આવે, પણ we don't have other choice. તમે ક્યાં એક્ઝોસ્ટ અથવા તો એ ટાઈપનો ફેન મૂકી શકો, ત્યાં એક થોડું પ્રેશર જાય. That is in your central AC will be costly. It will be too much costly. So again there is a trade-off. You need to decide. Being a design engineer, say it is what we mean to say. An engineer will come out with the solution. If you two alternatives, come with two alternatives. Go to your boss and you show both the alternatives. તમારે બોસ ને પછી છે ને બહુ પૂછાપૂછ નહીં કરવાનું, એને ગમે નહીં. You go with the two solution. Sir, આમ તમે કહેશો તો આમ થશે, ગરીબી વાળો આ છે, લક્ઝરી વાળો આ છે. You can go with these two options and let the final decision to be taken by him or customer ultimately. Yes, any question is raising there? Yes. Now let us design a chair. This is just an overview. Let us put this thing aside. This is the size of this from top view. Okay. Similarly, if I add another rectangle here, say from top I am getting this. Now how it will look from the front? What do you think? Front માંથી કેવી દેખાશે? Legs will be there. So let us try to draw. Let us take projections here and offset this, say 1 inch frame, both the sides. Now projection is taken. What can be the length here? 1.5 would be enough. Okay, so let us cut this additional line. We'll draw a line end to end and we'll offset this with 1 feet. Trim remaining line and it will be exactly 1 feet. Okay, એને થોડો નીચે લઈ લઈએ. પછી તમારું જે રેસ્ટિંગ આવે છે, what can be the size of that? પાછળનું બેક 2 feet. 1.5 would be convenient. Yes, you are right. So See, it comes within your brain and it is your common sense. We'll copy this. And one frame will be there, but you can, at present you can omit it. Let us have offset of 1 inch at this side, something like this. કેમ લાગે છે? ચેર જેવું લાગે છે, but let us add aesthetic. Aesthetic I told you, આને મારે attractive બનાવવી છે, થોડું દેખાવમાં સારી લાગે. Now you use your brain. શું કરીશું પહેલા? We don't like, see, we always like curves, no? So that's why all cars and all product nowadays which we'll see is curved. So let us add radius with radius 5 inch. Better than previous? Yes. Can you do for this? See, practically what will happen? It will reduce the space. So again you need to think for conveniency. માણસ બેઠો હોય તો એના બે પગ છે ક્યાં આવે? તો અડધા અડધા કપાય અહીંયા. So whether it will be convenient? No. So what we'll do? We'll try to reduce the radius. Say radius with 2 inch, and it is having this. It is convenient. બરાબર છે? Do you have other alternative for these legs? આમાં સ્પેર છે, આને તમે બીજા કઈ રીતે કરી શકો? Let us put this thing circular and let us make this taper. એટલે શું કરીએ? અહીંયા આપણે એક this looks good or this? The other one looks good. Let us have a mirror of this. This is better. Now this is good, or let me put here a circle which is tangent to these three entities, and we'll trim remaining. Which is better, this or this? This is good. See, slowly when we add the curves, then things becomes aesthetically good. Trim this. See, it is what? Product design. What you do? You are designing the product. Now one thing you should consider, whatever you design, whether it can be manufactured or not. તમે સરસ મજાનું ડિઝાઇન કરો, પણ પછી તમને ખબર હોવી જોઈએ કે આ ટેપર કેવી રીતે થાય. Is it possible? How to provide curves in wood or how to provide curves in metal? Unless and until you don't know manufacturing process, you cannot be a good designer. See, this is a concept, DFM, design for manufacturing. You design such a product which can be manufactured conveniently. Or another thing is cost. તમે એવી સરસ પ્રોડક્ટ લઈને આવો પણ એની કોસ્ટ જેટલી બધી હાઈ થાય, જેમ કે રોટલીમાં મજા આવી ગઈ ને જોવાની, 40,000 બધું બેસી ગયું. It will happen. So that cost concept should be added here, and likewise we can do. Okay, now let us move to the other thing. This is regarding a product design or especially dimensional design. કે જેમાં dimension, આમાં equation આવ્યા કઈ? No, આમાં શું use કર્યું આપણે? What we used here? I told you knowledge and application. Knowledge of what? First AutoCAD. તમને rectangle command નથી આવડતું, line command નથી આવડતું, move નથી આવડતું, copy નથી આવડતું, cannot use here. So your knowledge will be required. Another thing, basic common sense. 2 inch કેવડું હોય, 1 inch કેવડું હોય, અહીંયા ગેપ આટલો રાખવો જોઈએ, આ પંખા ના ચાલે. Common sense is required. And application. He applied. See, you came with some product, and it is not difficult. Getting or not? If I count number of commands which I use, it will not be more than 15 commands. See, 15 command થી વધારે command મેં વાપર્યા નથી, કદાચ 10 જ command થાય. So to learn AutoCAD is not difficult, but to apply it comes within your brain or say application. Okay, now let us switch over to mechanism. Okay, so let me stop this first session here.